to Tiffany's Bunny Gang and thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be talking about 20 things that you should have before you bring your bunny home. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press that like button down below if you enjoyed the video. Also, make sure you share this with a friend if you know someone that's going to be bringing a bunny home soon. This way they can be all prepared for when they bring their new bunny home. The first thing you're going to need when bringing your bunny home is some kind of home or enclosure. Now, even if you're deciding to free roam your rabbit's going to need time to acclimate to your environment, and they're also going to need time to litter train. So before you do the free roaming process, you're going to need to have them some kind of home or enclosure. This can be something like an X-pen or a DIY condo area like we have right here, or a store-bought cage as long as it is large enough to accommodate your bunny. So the second thing you're going to need to have whenever bringing your bunny home is going to need to be food and water dishes. This is Dutchy's food and water dish right here. This is the bowl. It's like a nice heavy ceramic bowl that we put his greens in. And we have a nice ceramic bowl with high sides for his water. This way it makes it more difficult for them to tip over. I just got these from the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree, whatever's in your area. They're great. They're so much less expensive than the pet store bowls. So the third thing you need to have before bringing your bunny home is going to be toys. Toys are a very important thing to have for your bunny because it keeps them from getting bored and it keeps their mind stimulated. Here's an example of some of the toys we have right here for our bunnies. We have some of these baby stocking cups, and where I actually like to get baby toys from is from yard sales and thrift stores because you can find great deals on them. Also, we have your toilet paper, paper towel roll. If you already own a bunny, you already know all about these probably. They're great to make DIY projects with, and bunnies just love to toss them around and chew on them. Now, one of my favorites and one of my bunnies' favorites are these right here. They're actually shower curtain rings that I link together and I hang them from the cage, and they love them. They like to swing them around, tap them on the cage, and they really enjoy them and have a fun time. And they're less than $1 at your local Walmart or Dollar Tree. And then also you can get them some cat toys like this little jingle ball here, and they really enjoy those. So those are a few toy ideas, and that's definitely an important thing you need to have before you bring your bunny home. So the next thing and the fourth thing that you need to have before bringing your bunny home is some kind of broom and dustpan. Now this one right here is my favorite one. It might not seem like a necessity, but I'll tell you what, it really is a handy thing to have when having a bunny, and it really saves me a lot of time not having to pull the vacuum out every single time that there's a little bit of a mess. The fifth thing you need to have for your bunny is a hidey house. Hidey houses are very important for bunnies because they're prey animals and they need a place to hide if they're getting scared or anxious. So this can be something that is store-bought and expensive, or it can be something very simple and DIY. So right here is a hidey house that I made for absolutely nothing. It's simply a cardboard box that I cut 2 holes in. So this is a great option if you don't want to spend a lot of money on something like that. And also the bunnies help you by chewing around it for you. So it gives them some extra entertainment in their cage also. So before you bring your bunny home, this is definitely something you need to have in their area. The sixth thing you need to have before bringing your bunny home is a cleaning solution. I found the best and safest cleaning solution is a vinegar and water. All you need to do is get a spray bottle from your local store and add your cleaning solution in it. It's half vinegar and half water. This not only is safe for your bunny, but it also neutralizes urine odor, which is important during litter training. The seventh thing you need to have for your bunny before bringing them home is a nice soft area for them to walk and lay on. Now this is important because bunnies do not have pads on their feet, and it can prevent something called sore hocks. So this can be something as simple as a fleece blanket like this that you can get from your local Walmart or fabric store for pretty inexpensive. It could be something like a rug as long as your rabbit's not inclined to chew it, or it could be something like puzzle mats. But it's definitely something you need to have in your bunny's cage area or throughout the home if you're free roaming for your bunny so that they don't get sore paws. So the eighth thing you need to have before bringing your rabbit home is going to be hay. Hay needs to be green and fresh like this, and it's also important that you have the correct type of hay. If your rabbit's under 6 months old, they can have alfalfa hay with a mix of grass hay, or they can just have plain alfalfa hay. If your rabbit is over 6 months old, it's important that they have only grass hay, which would be something like Timothy, oat, or orchard hay. This is very important because it aids in digestion and keeps their teeth filed down. The ninth thing you need to have before getting your rabbit is a quality pellet. If your rabbit is under 6 months old, it should be an alfalfa-based pellet. And if it's over 6 months old, it should be a Timothy hay-based pellet. Now, if you got your rabbit and they were already on a certain brand of food, it's important to slowly transition the food and not switch suddenly. Also, it's important that your pellets do not contain any things like seeds, nuts, or corn, or added food coloring or dyes. So this is very important because proper nutrition prevents things like GI stasis and other illnesses. The 10th thing you need to have before bringing your bunny home is going to be litter. Litter can be anything from horse stall bedding, which is going to be a pine pellet, or it can be something like Carefresh, which is going to be at your local pet store in the small pet section. Doesn't matter what litter you choose as long as it is a bunny safe bedding. Things like soft wood shavings are not safe for your bunny, and it can cause things like respiratory problems and other issues. So make sure you do your research and choose a safe bedding for your bunny. The 11th thing you're going to need for your pet is going to be a litter box. They do make small pet litter boxes, but they are usually too small for your bunny. I recommend getting a large size cat litter box. Your rabbit should be able to make an entire 360-degree turn in their litter box. I simply put a layer of our preferred bedding, which is horse stall pellets, and then I put a layer of hay over that. I clean their litter box every 2 to 3 days, and that prevents any unnecessary odor. The 12th thing you're going to need to have on hand before getting your bunny is fresh foods. This is going to be things like leafy greens and other fruits and vegetables. You're going to want to have at least a few days on hand before bringing your bunny home because it is an important part of their daily diet. You also need to check with where you're getting your bunny from and see what fresh fruits and vegetables they've already had and which ones they were not able to tolerate. The 13th thing you need to have before bringing your bunny home is a play area. Now this can be indoors or outdoors, and it can be anything from a bunny run, an exercise pen, or a bunny-proof space in your home. It is very important that your bunny gets adequate exercise and gets time out of the cage each day. The 14th thing you're going to need to have is bunny proofing materials. This is going to be items to protect your cords and other furniture and materials in your home from possibly destructive bunny behaviors. The 15th item is a first aid kit. A first aid kit should also contain things like critical care and a syringe. It's important to always have those items on hand in case your bunny stops eating because of illness or GI stasis. It's also important to have something to stop bleeding if you accidentally cut your bunny's quick during grooming. Number 16 is a travel carrier. A travel carrier is important to have on hand, not only for fun outings, but you never know when there might be an emergency or you might need to go to the vet. So it's very important to have one on hand so that you have it in case you need it. The 17th thing that you need to have on hand is a brush. Brushing and grooming your bunny is a very important step in owning a bunny. Grooming is important to prevent illnesses such as hairballs and GI stasis. Number 18 is nail clippers. Nail clippers are important because you need to trim your bunny's nails regularly. I do mine every 4 to 6 weeks. Number 19 thing that you need to have for your bunny is a hay rack. Hay racks are very important because, as I mentioned before, hay is 80% of your bunny's diet. It is important that they get access to fresh hay throughout the day, and if you simply just put it in their litter box or on the floor, most likely it will be getting soiled. I do choose to put some in the litter box and some in the hay rack. That's my personal preference, but I feel that a hay rack is very important in making sure they have fresh hay throughout the day. Number 20, and last but not least, is love and patience. Bunnies make wonderful pets, but it's so important that you have patience with them. Sometimes they do have destructive and undesirable behaviors, but usually you can find a solution to these problems. So just have patience with your bunny, and if you give them all the love, they will return it. So don't forget to share the bunny love all the time.
Thank you for joining our gang today. I hope you found this video helpful. Click here to watch another video or subscribe.